Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're going to have a great day today. I have a quick Broker University 14-day freedom challenge for you. And where today, for just $1, you can join, my freedom of financial. So I'm giving you this challenge in 14 days. If you're ready to start this business, you only pay $1 right now to get started. And then at the end of the trial period, which is 14 days, you can launch your own fintech business, comprehensive training and support, unlimited earnings. I hope you get motivated because this is exactly the same steps that I've been talking about that's going to help a lot of people. So if you're one of those folks that are thinking about possibly joining this right now, might be the best time to do that. While you're on this live, go ahead and tap my screen real quick. Let me change my goals real quick for the for the live. I see roses right here. I don't need no rose. I just need something different. Let's see right here. Uh, I'm gonna put it for 100. Okay, 100. And I might even delete this thing. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to rose. But anyway, let me select the right kind of gift. All right, here we go. While you're out there, go ahead. If you're enjoying your summer, tap yes. Tap yes in the chat somewhere below. When you type yes, it's gonna let me know, okay, that we are rolling and rolling. This one I'm gonna put in there. It's a cap. It's a TikTok cap. I kind of like it. You can put it on my head. I think it'll make me look cool. What do you think? It'll make me look really cool. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm pinning my goal right now. Put a hat in my head. I like it. Thank you for joining. Who's in here? Tyrone, Bisbane 4. Thank you. 14-day challenge. Okay, let me tell you exactly how you can tap into the data points right now and turn it into a business. Okay, if you understand exactly what's happening in the industry, you can actually do something with it. Okay, what do I mean by that? I'm inviting you right now to my broker university. I talked about this yesterday on how you can manifest the data points, but now I'm kind of doing the official invitation. You can start your own business for $1, and then after 14 days, you pay the one-time setup fee of $129, and then $49 thereafter. If that sounds like something you would like to do, go ahead and send me a DM, and I will be more than happy to help you on this journey. Because again, a lot of people are not understanding that things are changing, and they're changing really fast, and it's basically impacting the way things are going to work going forward for them. And part of it, and the reason this change is happening right now is because of a lot of data that's everywhere. And some of this data, Bama, the fresh prints, I like that, man. Do you need money for your business if you have prints? Okay, because if you do, DJ Mello, thank you, I see you. Now, do me a quick favor, y'all. If you need money, um, I can actually send you the link to start getting things ready for yourself. But the key thing that I want you to understand though is you got to be bankable. And what does it mean to be bankable? And I'm going to be explaining bankability and how that's important when it comes to trying to get money. Because a lot of people don't understand that if you don't set yourself up for success, for example, I'll tell you like, do you have trade lines? You have about I think about 10 trade lines that's going to help you basically tap into these resources. But if you want to actually learn how you can be the person that solves these problems that some of these businesses are going to have, what I recommend you do is go ahead and tap in, right? So I got three people here. I got Tyrone, I got Balma, and I got DJ Mello. And the rest of y'all are just doing exactly what you needed to be doing. Remember my goal? Did I pin my goal? This thing is telling me to pin my goal. I thought I did. But my goal right now is 100 of them hats. Just throw that on my head and I'll be more than happy to take that. All right. So I'm pinning it. My goal is, you see it right there. All right. But but like I was saying, the financial industry is really changing right now. Now people don't understand how much of a change that's happening right now. Okay, it's happening so fast that people don't even understand that it's gonna. Okay, it's Jenny Ta 0705. Thank you for joining the live. Do me a quick favor, tap my nose and share. That's how I like to say that. Share, share, share. When you share, it's gonna make you famous. I see your names is already appearing right there in the chat. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and share. Invite more people. When you do that, it's gonna help the navigation, and it's also gonna help the algorithm. You all know about this thing. It's all about algorithm, right? So if the algorithm is saying that hey, people are doing something nice, yeah, that's pretty much how that works. But in any case, let me go ahead and start talking about some of these data points. Okay, you guys, if you haven't seen my handy dandy sheet, It's what I used to kind of talk when I do my live. Okay, I already told you that when you join right now, it's going to be $129. After that 14-day trial, you pay $1 to get started, and then on top of that, it'd be $49 every month. $49. Let me give you my little handy dandy demonstration stuff. Okay, so it'd be $49 every month thereafter. So the $49 obviously is going to cover the expenses for the software. The software is what allows you to leverage the industry specific guidance. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about again, so it's the $1. Like I told you, $1. Okay, I know you might think I'm motivating you, but I want you to take action because last night I did a lot of motivation. It's the Aish. Thank you for joining. Okay, so the $1 thing, you got 14 days to take advantage of that. 14 days. Okay, at the end of that 14 days is when you're gonna pay that $129 one-time setup fee. You're not gonna see that anymore. And then the $49 is a monthly fee. Every month you're gonna have to pay that. Okay, every month. But let me tell you what's even better. Where can you start a business right now for $150? Somebody, Mr. Pickles, thank you for joining. Where can you start a business right now for $146? I can almost guarantee you that it's going to be very difficult for you to do that. Okay, so who's this guy? Exoskeleton, thank you for joining. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I see a lot of people right now. So for $149, roughly 150, you can actually start your own business. Okay, and I'm giving you this 14-day challenge. You tap in for $1. When you tap in for $1, then I will show you how you can leverage the fact that the data points right now, you can take these data points and turn them into money. All right. The first data point I'm going to tell you is that 40% of Americans do not have $1,000 for emergency fund. Think about that for a second, man. 40%, that's a lot. Okay. 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That is also a problem. 64% living paycheck to paycheck, y'all. All right. So how are we gonna make sure this doesn't become a huge problem? Because at some point things are gonna start getting worse. All right. So that's data point number one. I told you that. Data point number two, 64% live paycheck to paycheck. Okay. So they need help. All right. So you can tell them what you do. You tell them, hey, you're an independent broker. After the 14 days, if that's what you want to do, and you tap in. All right. Then not only that, so you have this Freedom Business Credit Academy. That's the software I was telling you about, and this is the software that's going to help people leverage exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, it's going to help them in two ways. Number one, it's going to help them with the credit data point, and that's the next data point I'm going to tell you about. Do you know that right now, okay, there's 43 million Americans that have a FICO score of less than 600? 43 million. Robert Pomar Joe 503, thank you for joining. All right. Do me a quick favor, y'all. Let's keep the sustained likes going so this can happen. Remember, I have 100 goals of that TikTok hat. That's pretty good. That platform hat. If you can help me with that, I appreciate that. All right. So then when you look at these data points, the first one is 40% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their pocket, so they don't have an emergency. So if something was to happen to their tires, they can't even make money. All right, Aida Moa Nero, thank you for joining. All right, so and then when you see what I'm talking about right here, 64% live paycheck to paycheck, 40% have less than a thousand in their bank account. Um, 43 million have a FICO score of 600. Okay, you begins to see that these data points are something that you can utilize to help them. It's all about helping. Star Chart, thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys joining the live. Tap my nose and share. When you share, it's gonna allow more people to come through. Okay, because I'm gonna get you all motivated. My goal right now is 10,000 followers. Okay, in terms of followers. But if you look at my goal for this particular live, I just need 1,000 people to put that hat on my head. Let's go. Okay, it's for select individuals. And I'm going to keep telling you about why these data points are important. They're very important. And you can turn these data points into dollars, okay? That's my whole existence, is to turn the data points into dollars for you. Now, I'm going to tell you something that most people don't realize that happens, okay, in this environment. A lot of people are in a situation where they don't understand how the data points can impact them. Like I was saying on my previous live, I was telling them about, hey, look, there's a bunch of regulations now and a bunch of laws that have been passed, and these laws are supposed to help you understand exactly what I'm talking about. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Genius Act. The Genius Act obviously is going to improve financial technology, which is called fintech. Okay, fintech is how you can actually use this whole data points to get your business in order, tap into the resources, and also be in a situation to help somebody else. Have you all gone to some malls sometimes, and when you go to these malls and there's like nothing there, okay? And then on top of that, some of the businesses are actually going out of business. What if you become the person that's going to help them in this process? What do I mean by that? I mean that you, as a broker, okay, an independent broker, you're going to have a team supporting you, and those team includes underwriters, and they utilize fintech to tap into resources. I'm talking about, when I say resources, I'm talking about things like health. We're talking about startup funding, basically health, life insurance, basically a whole suite of product. But the cool thing about it is it's all based off of fintech, right? So if you are bankable, again, I already kind of alluded to what bankability was, right? That means, for example, you have 10 lines of credit for your business. How many of you have a business? Uh, ladies, Birdie, what's going on? Thank you for joining. How many of you have a business? Chris, GQ, live host, thank you for joining. Do me a quick favor. My goal is 100. If you're gifters, help me with that goal, okay? My follower goal obviously is 10,000, but right now you see where I am, and I'm hoping that this message resonates with a bunch of people so they can start thinking about what to do, like take advantage of these data points and use these data points for their benefits. Okay, so remember, I told you you cannot pick a better business to start for under $150. Okay, Molly and me, thank you for joining. As you come join, let me know exactly where you're coming from. If you want to, that's fine. But if you don't want to, that's on you. But for $1 right now, I'm giving you the 14-day challenge, okay, where you can start your own business, launch your own fintech business. When I keep saying fintech, it needs to be ringing in your head. Fintech business, okay? And you're going to get comprehensive training support, unlimited earning potential, y'all, unlimited, okay? I'll talk about the actual earning breakdown. If you're interested, I'll let you know about that. All right, so but now it's not. Now it's time to start rocking. Now it's time to start figuring out exactly what you want to do. Let me go a break real quick. All right. All right. So sorry about that. I had to go and get some water real quick. All right. So I'm back. But look at this. Look at what I'm talking about. Now it's time to launch this business, right? So I said like FICO score of 600, and then Freedom Pack BCA, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what the BCA piece of it is, right? And did you know? And this is a big thing right now that people are not understanding. Did you know that the fintech industry, which is this opportunity I'm trying to help you with to launch, the fintech industry is projected is projected to go to $700 billion. That's a lot of money. Do you know what $700 billion is? And that's by 2030. 2030. Think about this for a minute. 2030 is not that far off. This is 2025, right? So that's only 5 years from now, y'all. 5 years from now, this industry is projected to grow to 700 billion. And the law and the things that are going to help this industry grow to that extent are already they're already in place. What do I mean by they're already in place? They're already. Oh, do me a quick favor. I'm not seeing some likes here. I'm gonna need you to like, share. Gio, what's up, Gio? Thank you. Molly and me, thank you. All right, 700 billion fintech projection by 2030. Okay, but now I'm giving you the opportunity with $1 to get started, and then at the end of the trial period, and I'll give you all the codes and stuff when you join. By B Day Lovely, I like that name. I was just in the Key Sweat birthday bash over the weekend. It was great, man. It was great. So if you can have money to help people, that's great, right? If you can even have money to help yourself. My goal right now is 100. If you tap into that 100 right there, you can help me help yourself. Okay, guys. All right. But that's not all I'm talking about, right? So let's talk about what is driving this fintech phenomenon, right? Let's everybody knows what's driving it, but the question is, do you know exactly how it's driving it? It's called artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, also known as AI. In fact, AI is projected to balloon because of the infrastructure that's happening right now. As a matter of fact, on Wednesday of last week, the president signed what's called an executive order for AI build out, building out the data centers. Oh, hey guys, do me a quick favor. I would appreciate it if you can tap into my goals for today. I need 100 of those hats. Tap that hat, put it in my head or something. You know, that's gonna help me with my live. Okay. Red up 43. Thank you. Hey, Clappy, thank you for joining. I appreciate everybody helping right now, tapping in and enjoying. I guess again, I'm gonna tell you the mere facts. Okay, these data points that I've been talking about are the same data points that people have been avoiding. They've been avoiding these data points, thinking it's not gonna come to fruition to hurt them. But I'm kind of doing the reverse. Carmen, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I'm gonna say a little hi to Carmen. Okay, I like names that are nice. Okay, so do me a quick favor, Carmen. Can you help me with my goals? Is I have 100 of them right there. See it? Okay. Who's ready to level up right now? Who's ready to level up and who is feeling what I'm dropping right now? Because this is just for select individuals. Cam, thank you for joining. Okay. I know you're ready, but you ain't ready for what I'm about to drop. Okay. I haven't even started dropping the value bombs yet. If I start telling you about what you can actually gain from all this stuff that's happening, you are gonna be you're gonna be surprised. And the reason I'm saying you're gonna be surprised is that fintech is projected. You know what projections are? People have reasonable confidence that things are gonna get somewhere, so they're gonna project it out. Okay. You can also project things as a business owner. So if I'm projecting based on analysis that this industry is actually going to be up to $700 billion in 2030. What does that mean? What does that mean for your business? What does that mean for middle America? Who here understands that entrepreneurship is the driving factor of everything that happens? Okay, I'm gonna put it here. 700B. That's huge. Entrepreneurship. So to what extent can you tap into this growth, this fintech growth? I already told you that the industry is such that you can actually get yourself in a better position than you are right now. Okay. And with AI being a data point, right? With the fact that people's FICO scores being a data point, okay, with the fact that 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, being a data point. The question is, how can you solve these problems? Barlows underscore 4200, thank you for joining. Big Monster 608. Big Monster? What's going on? I like that name. All right. So this is the data points that I was talking about. So, but now is your turn to do something with these data points. But I'm recommending what I think you should do, right? I'm recommending that you already see the trend, okay? Fintech is not going anywhere. Fintech is growing. Okay, the Genius Act is only adding to what fintech can do, right? The Genius Act is doing that, and on top of that, you also have the the executive order. I told you the EO. I'm gonna call it EO, executive order. Okay, that was signed, and this executive order is gonna allow the data warehouse build out. Okay, okay. So it's going to allow the data warehouse build out. Imagine the warehouse. Remember during the industrial age, they had to build factories? Well, we're going into the economic age right now. The economic age that's powered by AI. So you're going to need chips. Okay? You're going to need chips. Okay? We are already leading in the chip sector, right? So we're already so this is going to be I'm just using this to be like a computer thing that's y'all know what it is, ones and zeros, right? All right. So you're gonna need chips, and these chips are gonna come from somewhere. But the chips is gonna get built out that you're gonna need power. Okay, so there's power involved, right? So it's power generation. So how's the power gonna get generated? It's gonna get generated when people start realizing that there's a connection between the chip build out that power the AI. Obviously, if you got the executive order that's going to make that happen. So I'm telling you how to realize this $700 billion fintech growth that's projected in five years, folks. Think about it for now. Who here was around or knew during the dot-com era? What happened during the dot-com era? If you were alive then, right, or if you were tracking it, or if maybe you may have been in middle school or something, right? I don't know. The dot-com era was huge. The company that's still around now, that's a billion-dollar industry company that came out of that dot-com era is Amazon. How do I know? Because when I was in college, Amazon was being founded, and Amazon was came to my college, and they were recruiting people. Okay, they were recruiting people, and that's when I founded my company. So my company's been around for quite a while. So I'm been an entrepreneur for about 30 years, but I've learned how to diversify. I've also learned how to tap into trends, okay, and things that are coming, and that's why I'm in this fintech trend, okay, this fintech industry, this AI projections, okay, okay. But the thing is, I'm trying to use it now to help people, okay. I'm trying to use it to help people like you, XXS Rand Zero XXS. Thank you for joining. Okay, how am I trying to help you? I'm trying to use these data points. This same data points has been helping a lot of people in the process to help you tap into these data points. How am I going to do that? I'm offering you $1 to start and become your own independent financial services broker. But that's not all. Within 14 days, when you try and launch your own business, the comprehensive training and support, unlimited earnings, then you're going to tap into the Business Credit Academy, right? The Business Credit Academy is not just for everybody, it's for select individuals that are looking to tap into these opportunities. And the way you can do that is realize what the data points are. What are these data points? The data points, number one, primarily arise from the fact that 40% of Americans have less than $1 in their name. Okay, they have less than $1, between $1 and $1,000 in their name, so they cannot even tap into emergency. Imagine if you can't have an emergency fund. What are you gonna do? Your tire just went out. Bailey Smith, thank you for joining. Right, but hey, that's where I'm saying, hey, like I can help you turn this data points into dollars. Okay, data points. I can help you turn the data points, okay, into dollars. Okay, and the way you do that is by leveraging this fintech business that I'm talking about right now. And you can get started right now. If you're interested and you're feeling like you want to jump in, just type me in the chat. Go ahead and do that. Type me in the chat right now if you're interested and you're ready to roll. Vicky Palmer 3, thank you for joining us. I see you. Okay, so if you're ready to roll right now, you understand exactly what this is about. You understand the fact that AI and the executive order that was signed last week, ushering in the fact that the tech companies are going to help with the build out of the data warehouse. Okay, the data warehouse and the data farms. People are going to call it data farms, and the reason they're saying that is because it's projected that this is going to be all over the United States. Okay, it's going to be all over the United States. So you're going to have people building. As a matter of fact, people are already talking about it's in Tennessee right now. Okay, I think it was Tesla that's building its own data center over there. Okay, it's going to require power, but AI is going to be a power monster. So you're going to need power. Okay, so when you generate this power, then you're going to be able to then unleash the full capabilities of the AI. But what does that portend then? That means for people like you and I that are sitting on the sidelines, the way to tap into this whole digital transformation is to figure out how to start our own businesses to help other people come online, right? You all heard about there's the riches in the niches. Who's heard about that term? Ball Day, thank you for joining. I see you. Who's heard about riches in the niches? Okay. Bond underscore 007. James Bond, look at you. R3 Ray 23, thank you for joining. Do you understand exactly what riches in the niches is? Because if you understand what riches in the niches is, then you're going to understand that the fintech industry that's projected to grow to $700 billion by the year 2030 is your ticket to tap into that riches in the niches, because a lot of people don't know that. They sit around and thinking everything is going to be okay, because they sit around and complain. They sit around and say, oh, things are not that good. Well, the thing about it is, like you said, things are not good, but what are you doing? What are you doing to make sure that these things that are not good are actually going to be good for you? How are you going to tap into these data points and turn them into dollars? And that's what this live is about. So if you're ready right now and you're feeling exactly what I'm talking about, and you want to know the step-by-step process that I've utilized to tap into this fintech industry before it even launches, type me in the chat. Type me in the chat and let me hear some cheers. Okay, you haven't even seen anything yet. Wait until I tell you exactly why The 14-day trial period is not something I normally offer. I'm offering that right now because I see a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how do I type into this fintech stuff? How do I turn these data points? How do I turn the fact that 40% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their bank account? How do I turn the fact that 64% live paycheck to paycheck? How do I turn the fact that the FICO scores for 43 million Americans is less than 600 points? And let me tell you something. Within the Business Credit Academy, you can lift your FICO score. And once you lift the FICO score above 600, if you get it to 660 or more, you can tap into funding resources, financial resources. And then you can go to some of these strip malls where people are putting for sale signs, and you can offer them opportunity to get these resources using fintech industry. Okay, it's this platform. The BCA is going to allow you them to tap into those resources, startup funding. Okay, if you having an idea for a business but you don't know how to tap into it, I'm inviting you right now to this Business Credit Academy. Go ahead and DM me. Once you DM me, I'm going to send you the instructions. Okay, these are the same instructions that I've utilized to help a lot of people in the process. Okay, but what I'm going to do right now, I don't normally do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a short presentation that's going to tell you how you can become bankable, because a lot of people don't understand what bankability is, and when you don't understand bankability, it's going to impact exactly what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, who wants to be bankable right now? Who wants to be bankable? If you want to be bankable, tell me. Type yes. Type yes. Yes, yes. Victoria, that's you. Kevin Muir, Manuel, is that you? Yeah, you want to be bankable? Again, I'm not here. I'm not seeing any participation. Y'all not showing me any love. Okay, 4K stepper, like that. 4K stepper. Okay, my goal is still pinned right there, right? 100 hats. Tap that. Give me that TikTok hat. I don't care. The platform is good for you and I, so we're gonna use it to do all the training we need to do. Okay. So let me ask you guys a question. Where do you see yourself right now, between now and 2030? Do you see yourself still having a goal? Can you reach that goal? Can you tap into the $700 billion increase in fintech growth? Okay, how are you going to tap into it? By becoming a part of the business. And I'm already telling you exactly the steps that you're going to be using to do that. But if you're not ready right now, I understand. If you need to get more information, I also understand. If you need to get more information, tap DM me directly, follow me. If you're not already following me, I'm going to tell you exactly the steps to take, okay? I'm going to tell you the exact steps that you need to take. The fact that the AIEO got signed to build out these data warehouses and the tech industry is already on board, okay? They're going to be building out the industry that's going to then power this AI. And that's the part I didn't put this arrow here. Let me go ahead and do that. The AI needs power. And once the AI gets its power, it's all over, folks. Everybody's talking about this thing right here because it happened last week. Okay, if you're kind of watching the news, if you're into geopolitics, economic trends and stuff like that, you're gonna understand what's going on, and that's why I want to bring this to you. I figured that hey, who better to talk about it? Because I'm always embedded in that kind of stuff. Okay, again, I've been in business 30 plus years, and the reason I'm being able to stay relevant is I'm always understanding how the economic process works. I'm understanding the global implications of things like fintech. I'm understanding the global implications of digital transformation, because that's what's happening right now. Okay, that's what's happening right now. So the people that are smart are going to tap into this. Okay, Unc Noah, what's going on, Unc? Appreciate you joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody that is joining this live right now. Do me a quick favor, share this live. Can I count on you to share it? When you share, it's going to let more people come through. And the people that come through, they're going to learn about it. And what I'm going to do after this live, I'm going to do a replay of the live. Okay. Within the replay, I'm going to kind of itemize some of these data points. Okay. 28130 Foxtrot 57. Thank you for joining. I'm going to highlight these details of these touch points. Okay. These touch points are your data points. Okay. And the data points are what you're going to be able to turn into dollars. Okay. Turn into dollars. First off, you're going to be able to tap into this $1 14-day trial period. When you do that, boomer bust crypto. Okay, what's going on? You look like you understand about the blockchain piece of it. I didn't want to talk about the blockchain piece. I want to focus on you tapping into these data points. But I'm going to do another live sometime this afternoon where I'm going to talk exclusively about the cryptocurrency and what's going on within the realm of the Genius Act, and how that ties into this AI. Because it's very important to understand that the fact that this is projected and the fact that the industry is already in support of building out these data warehouses, that's going to then power this AI. And then with the AI being powered, it's going to empower the fintech. That's basically the 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 flow. Okay, that's going to be the flow. But you and I got to understand where we stand with this flow. Okay, when I say where we stand, we don't necessarily have to go spend a lot of capital to get started. Let them build it out. Let them build it out, and let's go figure out exactly how we're going to tap into it. Okay, you're going to tap into it by helping people. You're going to tap into it by increasing where you stand. Okay, so that's really what we're going to be talking about. Okay, and I want to make sure that that this is exactly what you need to do. Okay, let me just show you that. Okay, all right. So, but in any case, at the end of the day, I want you to be very uh, peculiar about what you're doing. You know, I want you to be peculiar about what you're doing because at the end of the day, that's what this is about. Okay, it's about helping people. It's about saying we're gonna be live. We're gonna do exactly what we want to do, and yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I've painted this picture. Now I'm gonna get off this live. If you're interested, go ahead and DM me, and we're gonna help you with in the process. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Okay, I'll be back in the afternoon.